Could you introduce yourself?
Caleb from Kings of Leon.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here. We played the small room, and then I think we came back and played the big room. And I remember being drunk here one night up in the balcony.
Okay.
I was looking for girls and ended up only being a bunch of old people in here. But yeah, it was kind of confusing when I walked in the door. There was all the construction going on, and I just kind of stood there. And finally, they realized that I was in the band, and they directed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a new chance for tonight.
Have what?
A new chance to meet the girls.
Oh yeah. Maybe they'll come tonight. Hopefully, that'd be a good thing.
What about the last few weeks then? Was it okay?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been touring pretty heavily. We were over in Europe for about 2 months, and then we went home for Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday. Went home for about 10 days, which was nice. Got to go hang out with our mom and get fat, and yeah, now we're back over here and ready to
get thin again.
Yeah, ready to get skinny and greasy again.
Hey, but what happened after the last record? It came out last year. You've been touring for 18 months in a row. Isn't that something like really heavy to do for the first time in your life?
Yeah, it's really heavy. It's it makes you become a different person, and you have to learn to step away from it at times. And for us, we toured for so long that once we got a chance to go home, we told our record label, we said, we're going home for 2 months. We're not going to do anything. And because we had worked so hard, when we got home, we had so much stuff inside of us, so much that we wanted to get out, that we ended up writing the next record immediately when we got home. And when we told them we wanted to go record the album, everyone was kind of shocked. And then we played them the music, and they were like, all right, you could hear them dialing up the studios and stuff like that. But because of that, yeah, we're right back on the road. It's weird that we did it that way, but in a way it's good because a lot of bands have trouble with their second albums, getting inspired for it because, they say you can take your whole life to write your first record and 6 months to write your second one. And we really, we kind of wanted to do it before the pressure got to us.
All right. So that's cool.
Yeah, man, it was great. It was great for us, and we're really proud of the record that we made.
Yeah. Hey, for the people who don't know the Kings of Leon exactly, could you give a short history of the band? Because there are 3 brothers in it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's me and my 2 brothers and my first cousin. And we pretty much, we haven't always played music. Our dad was a preacher, and we traveled around with him while he was preaching. And I don't know, when we were teenagers, probably about 16, me and my older brother decided that, just for the hell of it, we were going to sit down and try to write a song. And it was a really bad song, and the next 50 songs that we wrote were terrible. But after a while, they started to get pretty good. And once they got good enough to where we were proud of them, we started, we knew that our cousin had always played guitar, and Nathan had played drums on the road with our dad. And so I picked up a guitar for the songwriting, and we bought our little brother a bass, and he had never touched a bass, and he had really bad timing, but we locked him in the garage, and we were like, if you want to be in the band, when you come out of here, you better be a good bass player. And so he really sat down with records and taught himself how to play. And
never had lessons? No,
none of us ever had lessons.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know, I think it's maybe because we're family, we kind of, we put the pressure on ourselves. We really just want to impress each other, and in the process we've actually gotten some fans, so it's been good.
All right. And then the first record you recorded, how did it go?
Oh, it was great. We recorded it in California with our producer named Ethan Johns. Ethan Johns and his father and his uncle are legendary producers, and he really saw us in the beginning stages and saw what we could be, and he had a lot more faith in us than we did, and so we recorded our first album, and as soon as we finished it, we had no fans in America or anything, but there was a buzz going on in England, so we decided to come over here and play some shows.
That's weird.
Yeah.
How did it go? Through the internet or something?
I guess so. I think that some of our stuff was leaked out into the press early. And so we went to England, and the first show till now, we're all sold out.
Wow.
And they've gotten bigger every time, and we're fixing to go back to England now, and we're going to be playing in front of 6,000 people every night. and it's just pretty amazing.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it grew, and we could still go back to America. And
yeah, what about America?
well, I mean, it's starting to grow. It's a lot like England was the first time we went over there. The shows are starting to sell out, but they're on a smaller level. We're not playing in front of 6,000 people in America yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but you're from Memphis mainly, and what kind of music scene is it over there?
Oh wow! On the radio, it's really bad. Just like most American radio, they're very far behind. It's like
middle of the road.
Yeah, it's like listening to the radio 5 years ago everywhere else. I mean, they're still into the heavy metal and the hip hop and all that stuff. But Memphis itself, if you step away from the radio and you go down to the streets and to the people, it's really just raw, pure blues music. I mean, it's a lot of people in the streets that are playing for money, and they're really quite inspiring. And Nashville also, it's the home of some of the greatest songwriters ever. So Tennessee has a good heritage of music, and we're happy to be over here playing. And we brought another band from Tennessee, the Features, and so it's really good. We're really comfortable.
Yeah. What kind of bands did influence you then?
Oh wow! Well, I mean, we grew up listening to stuff like the Rolling Stones and Neil Young and Bob Dylan and stuff like that. Yeah. And we've really, I mean, because of the way we grew up, we were really sheltered from music, and we didn't know that much about music. And so all of our influences have come within the last 5 years. I mean, within the last 5 years is when we, really